2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Jets. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. To the air right away is Brady. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Now Brady. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
To throw again on second down, Brady. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Throwing now is Brady.
With no hesitations, they go right back to Kelce. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Well, this defense for the Jets, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. That one a first down pickup of 8. And the slot man goes in motion left. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly
got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, Wilson.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Jags grab it. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
You know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
but he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I had.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Jaguars are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Slot man moves right.
Drop 50, drop 50. 50 Maverick, 50 Maverick.
They go play action here on 1st down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
First carry of the game for Zamir White.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. First down, here's White. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
In motion right is Wilson. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here in this situation. They stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Rig alert, Buffalo 18.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen.
And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Cash.
He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
18 Rattler. Panther 11.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his target, Allen. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Here's White.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
This is Wilson on the jet sweep.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
60 Maverick. Come back in. Come back in. 19 White. Warrior 17.
They'll set up to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And his kick is right there. It's good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful with this one.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw is Brady. And he will find Ridley on the left side. They find some open field here.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play there on the catch and run. 82 yards. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Here's Brady.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
Touchdown!
Christian McCaffrey
With career touchdown number 70. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, Wilson.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
19. Back to 60.
2nd and 4.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
The slot man in motion right.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Drop 50, drop 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Come on. Hey. Hey. Come 19, come 19. 19 White. Warrior 17. 18 Pioneer.
Back to throw again.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Let's go. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Riggs, top row 18. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Back and 60. 19 tight, 19 tight. Rig alert, rig alert. Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll drop to throw.
He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
They'll look to throw again. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. From his end zone, Wilson.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators. They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
They run straight ahead here with White. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Catch made right side by Wilson.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
White running to the left. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Over the middle, taken in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line.
18, check, Panther 11.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
19 right.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Throwing quickly to Wilson. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Ready.
They'll try the right side here with White. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Again, this is White.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Zamir White, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Extra point right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
No, 66.
Now a play fake. Brady.
Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on second down. Brady into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
So that potentially a turning point here in this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Deliver and accept it. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And some space here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
What a career he continues to have. That catch is number 815. That ties him with Hall of Famer Shannon Sharp.
And just think about this. The only people ahead of him in the tight end position in catches, Antonio Gates, Jason Witten, and Tony Gonzalez. You catch 815 passes as a tight end in the NFL, call your tailor and get measured for the gold jacket.
Brady now on 1st down. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle all over the field and getting pushed down it.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
To the right side, it's Kelsey.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Brady going to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Big play there on the catch and run. 91 yards.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how he, one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Zamir White with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Brady's throw here complete to Kelsey. No gain on the play. And it's 2nd down. Now Brady again. And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Brady now to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's more. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
72 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Brady to throw. Being chased out left. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Now Brady got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. In motion right is Wilson.
White now on the read option.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. In motion goes the tight end. They stay on the ground with White. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll go up the middle with White. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half.
They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around, hate me in real life. say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it down. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now, cool. Tear